worse than somebody trying to take a player out. The thing is, if in fact, and my comments were made before Tom Brady ever spoke. I spoke last Thursday morning, and it was based on the presumption that the balls had been tampered with. And did I then think that Tom Brady knew about that? I will tell you from experience, there is nothing that is done to footballs going into a game that the quarterback is not aware of, because that's why the balls are done the way that they're done. It's to the quarterback's liking. And then if they were found to have been tampering with the footballs, that calls into question the integrity of the game and the balance of competition. And to me, that's why, in my opinion, it's more severe than what happened in New Orleans. Now, do I think the punishment, if this is the case, do I think the punishment's going to be as severe? No, I don't. I think that was an isolated moment in time when the league was positioning themselves for a potential lawsuit because of the head injury, and they had to make an example. That won't ever happen again. But I do think that when you're calling into question the integrity of the game, that's worse than anything that happened in New Orleans, and I think consequences need to be severe.
Okay, so you said this was before you heard Tom Brady speak, but Tom Brady accepted no accountability.
Right.
So I guess, does that change your opinion, or do you think he had nothing to do with however the error came out of the football?
I guess the reason I make that point is some have said that I called Tom a liar. Well, I didn't even know what Tom had said. When I said mine, it was based on the presumption that the balls had been tampered with. It would still seem that way. I mean, when you look at the evidence, it's hard to imagine that atmospheric pressure or whatever is being discussed is actually what took place. Maybe that is what took place. And if they come back and they say, hey, there's no evidence, then great. That's great for the league. It's great for the Patriots. And you kind of move on. Would Tom says, I didn't know. I don't know what Tom knows or what he doesn't know. I know from my own experience that if somebody's doing something to a ball, which we all did, we all tried to rub the balls in and get them perfect and all that, and then they'd go to inspection, and then the referees would decide whether or not they were going to be played with or they weren't going to be played with. You know, that's all part of it, but it was done because that's the way I like the footballs.
Sure. And
that's the way this quarterback likes the footballs, and that's the way this guy likes the footballs. Let me also say that I'm on record as saying, going back to when I was playing, quarterback's able to throw whatever football he wants. If he wants 8 pounds of pressure, play with 8 pounds. He wants 12 pounds, play with 12 pounds. You know, broken in, new ball, I don't really care.